Gaz and Dave podcast.
Hello.
Hello. I'm Gaz McLaughlin.
And I'm David Smith.
And welcome to the inaugural flight of the Gaz and Dave podcast. Ooh, it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, very exciting.
Oh, strap yourselves in because we've got you for the next 30... No, hang on a minute. I can't work. I don't know enough about numbers. I've got you for the next 14 minutes and 14 seconds.
Yay.
So, unless you turn it off or you're bored, in which case...
People probably will.
Yeah, they probably will. We're on borrowed time.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit about yourself, David.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I am a 35-year-old theatre graduate.
Mm-hmm.
With clinical depression and left-wing views.
Ah. I myself am a 24-year-old spaceman astronaut. Because that's the thing.
That's how we met.
They're very different things.
That's how we met.
That's right. And I enjoy justice, racial harmony, and snakes and ladders. So, yeah.
He does love snakes and ladders.
Yes, I am actually the current UK champion of snakes and ladders. So, if you do play competitively or you follow the competitive scene, you might recognise my voice because I do tend to talk a lot when I play. Gary Ladders is how I'm mostly known because in 10 years of competition I've never once landed on a snake. So nothing but ladders is my catchphrase.
That's impressive.
That's right. People say, oh, it's a game of chance, it's a children's game. You know what I say to those people, David?
They're right.
No, I say, shut your stupid, dirty Sainsbury's car park hall mouths. And I can say that because I was a Sainsbury's car park hall myself.
I'm not sure you can say it, but I guess you just have.
I have said it. You know what, though? I started at Cost Cutter. So I worked my way up to Sainsbury's within the space of a year. And do you know what my nan said to me when I said that I was going to say this on the air?
Not sure I want to know. Did she say please don't?
No, she said, oh, you should have said wanked your way up to Sainsbury's. You know what I told her? I'm not looking for notes, Nan. And with that, I had the people at the home take her away.
Right.
I know that is a bit of a cheap gag, I suppose. But the funny thing is, when she protested, they did put a cheap gag on her. So,
yay!
Yeah, every clown.
That's the lack of funding for our social care system there, then, for you.
That's right. Yeah, it's not my fault.
Can only afford a cheap gag.
That's it. Well, there we go. So, yes, we have 12 minutes remaining, and we have no idea what we're going to do with them. Because we haven't sat down and planned this. We spent most of the time on the theme song.
Could have done that. We did. We spent over an hour on the theme song,
which is amazing.
Yeah, it's the best theme song ever.
It's the best thing. It's iconic, really, now, isn't it? But yeah, we spent a lot of time on that. We didn't actually sit down and decide what we were going to say.
No,
which
probably should have.
Which in Podcast for Dummies, apparently you're supposed to do that.
Do we even have that book?
I've got it in my cupboard somewhere. I got it from the library, but yeah, I've never actually looked at it.
Right.
I think a podcast is something that you feel, you know. I don't think it's something that you can learn.
It's one of those things that's inside you the whole time.
Yeah, it's like the Force. You know,
right.
you've either got it or you don't.
It's pretty much the message of every 70s and 80s sci-fi film. You had it all along.
Yeah, the whole thing was a big waste of time because you had it all along.
Yeah, you went on this emotional journey just to find out that it was inside you all the time.
That's right. So yeah.
And if you'd have been told that at the start, you wouldn't have had to go on a treacherous emotional journey.
Yeah, the whole thing was just a complete waste of time. So, I'll tell you something happened to me this week, Dave. I found a treasure map.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I was outside the High Cross Centre in Leicester.
Yeah.
Because we're near there. We're not going to tell you where we are because this is a secret location. Because people tend to argue with our views and tend to try and come after us. So we're in a top secret location, which I cannot disclose. But yeah, I was at the High Cross Centre in Leicester. And in one of the bins, I saw something sticking out. I pulled it out. It was a fucking treasure map.
There wasn't like a KFC logo on it or like a
McDonald's
it wasn't.
Logo. It wasn't a children's map that you find in a restaurant. It was a real treasure map,
right? Which
looked like it had been drawn by a pirate.
Okay.
You know, I've always wanted to be a pirate, don't you?
Well, you do wear an eye patch.
That's right. I consider myself a land pirate, and I did used to sell lots of knockoff films at the market.
I think you could probably be prosecuted harsher for piracy of movies than possibly the piracy of just general piracy.
So what if you took to the seas and started commandeering ships? You think?
I think you'd actually get I think you'd get an easier sentence if you were caught than you would get if you pirate Hollywood movies. They do not like it.
No. Well, the problem is the Somalian pirates have they've done some bad things for piracy, really, because they're giving it a bad name. Tiny bit the things they get up to.
They're not very piratey.
Well, I saw the film Captain Phillips, and like when they took over the ship, like they weren't dressed appropriately. They had all their limbs.
No, there were no parrots.
There were no shanties. At not one point, I would have forgiven them a lot of the things they did if at one point they sung something like not quite Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me, because that's owned by Disney. But what do you do with a drunken sailor? Something like that with Tom Hanks sort of swaying around. I think he would have forgiven them a lot.
Yeah,
if they'd just let him join in.
Yeah, there should have been some sea shanties and some grog.
That's right. That's exactly.
Get off their faces on grog.
Exactly.
And then,
Exactly. That's
contract
the sort of thing I'm going to
at some point.
Yeah. It wasn't really an accurate pirate movie, was it? But
well, not in the way we understand piracy.
No, it still did a better job than Pirates of the Caribbean 3, but.
Well, yeah, that's because.
It was a Johnny Depp turn.
We all
Johnny
know.
Depp performance, the turn.
You're one letter off.
Oh dear. Yeah. So
we will. That's a celebrity beef right there. We're starting.
Yeah, let's just go for Johnny Depp.
We're starting
straight away.
He'll never listen to this. He'll never know we've done this.
He probably doesn't know.
It won't get us any publicity whatsoever. So it fails. It fails in every level of celebrity beefness.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so there will actually be a bit more structure to this. Hopefully, going forward, we'll have we'll mix it up a bit. It won't just be us talking. Hopefully, there'll be some sketches, maybe some letters. We're encouraging letters and correspondence.
Do write in.
Come and see us on Twitter. Send us some things, and we can read them out on here and reply to them.
We can.
Advice. We can give life advice.
If we're going to ask people to contact us on Twitter, we should probably tell them what our Twitter handle
What is our Twitter handle, David? Twittle. Don't go on Twittle, because that's a website I've set up, and frankly, it's offensive, and I haven't really got the bugs, little kinks out of it either.
That Twittle is a website for whittling and towel enthusiasts,
and my views,
which goes surprisingly fascistic.
Yeah, that would be me. My bad.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would recommend instead you go to Twitter.
And what is our handle, David?
Our handle is at Gaz and Dave Pod.
That's nice and simple, isn't it? We could have done something clever. We could have been smart-mouthed, but we decided to keep it simple.
We went with Gaz and Dave because it sounds like Chaz and Dave.
That's exactly it. We're just trying to get the Chaz and Dave crowd. Like now that one of them's passed on, unfortunately, we're thinking that hopefully they'll gravitate towards us because we're quite similar in a lot of ways. There ain't no pleasing you.
That's true. That is true.
I don't stop talking.
You don't know. I'm Snooker Loopy.
He is Snooker Loopy. You can't keep him out of the snooker places.
You can't. Try it.
He loves a frame. Yeah. Yeah. So there will be sketches. There'll be some character-based stuff. We'll invite interaction with you guys. That would be great. If you want to contact us, tell us your problems. We'll see what we can do with them.
You can contact us on Twitter. We'll probably set up a website at some point when we have money, possibly.
Coming soon.
Send us money.
When we have money, that's probably never going to happen.
If you want to write to us, you can. Just put the letter in an envelope and stick it in the post.
Or stick it to your forehead. It will get to us.
Yeah, it'll get to us. The Royal Mail know about us all too well.
That's right. So just write Gaz and Dave on an envelope, stick it to your face, and then run it to a wall. That's the process for contacting us. Or send a flamingo.
Or instead of like an owl, instead of Harry Potter owl or like
we don't want to get sued.
The Game of Thrones.
We don't want to get sued. Like we have to pick a bird that's not been chosen.
We've got messenger flamingos.
Yeah, and we'll get the.
But don't attach the letter to their legs, or if you do, attach it high up. Because they tend to stand in water a lot.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about flamingos. They're not really common to Britain, are they? Either, so
not really. No,
a bit of a problem. But we know which bird was ours, though. So
it's the flamingo.
It's the flamingo.
It's the only flamingo that has a letter attached.
I would
to
imagine it probably wouldn't last very long in the wild as well. other birds would probably grow jealous of its pink visage and probably try and attack it and bully it and stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, especially if you put gifts or chocolates or something in the envelope.
Birds are bastards.
Yeah, that's all on you as well. If you put anything in the envelope that other birds would be interested in, you're basically signing its death warrant.
Yeah.
I'm not burying another flamingo, Dave. I can't stress that enough.
Yeah, the garden's getting full.
It's full of flamingos.
Dead flamingos.
That's right. So yeah.
Guys.
So we'll sit down and actually plan this next time. So don't judge us on this one. I mean, you can judge Dave, but don't judge me. Okay.
I'm used to being judged.
He's got a past. Okay, we've all got a past.
I do have a past.
There was nothing you could do. You just didn't get the right breaks in life.
No.
You got dealt a bad hand.
I did.
And hey, I'll do my Alan Bennett impression.
Why?
Jonathan Miller.
What? Why? What? I know I said I'm a theatre graduate, but who do you think out there is going to be like, yay?
I'm trying to get the kids on board.
I don't think the kids are into Alan Bennett.
What do you mean the kids aren't into Alan Bennett?
I just don't think they're into Alan. I don't think Alan Bennett is relevant to the kids.
The history boys.
Well, that's a play involving children, but that doesn't mean children like the play.
What, they're so cool though. You've got James Corden, you've got Dominic West, is that his name? Is it Dominic West? Who's the guy he lives with? Who's like Iron Man's dad?
I don't know, I've never seen it.
Anyway, he's in it. Russell Tovey. They're also cool, cutting-edge actors.
That's true.
Yeah. They go to a school that's totally not posh, although it seems a bit too posh.
Well, Richard Griffiths is a teacher in it, so I
he
assume they're
touches
fairly
them up.
posh.
He touches them up.
I like to think that the history boys, like that's Uncle Monty.
Yeah, it's basically a continuation of With Nan and
I like to think that's where Uncle Monty ended up.
Yeah, he ended
in
up
the history
teaching
boys.
at school.
Yeah,
and getting into Oxford.
Yeah,
that's what the kids all want to get into Oxford. So
kids will do anything to get into
Oxford. They really will. So hopefully we can sit down and plan this. We can have a meeting. We can come up with some sort of basic concept, some sort of ethos, what we stand for.
Maybe. I mean, if you're not getting an idea of our deranged minds already from this, then we can take a deeper dive. We will cover
politics, of course.
Which,
of course, I mean,
I did identify myself as a depressed socialist.
No, I'm sort of more talking about the politics of other planets. I'm more sort of interested in the intergalactic.
Your coming intergalactic presidential elections.
Yeah. I think Gruntax of the Cardalon system has really got it sewn up. Personally,
I don't know. I've heard good things about Gorlax.
Yeah. The thing about Gorlax is that he used to stick his testicles into an intergalactic space pig. So
no, that's just fake news.
That's intergalactic.
That's intergalactic fake news.
Intergalactic
spread
fake news
by the Intergalactic Fox network.
Well, there we go. Yeah. So yeah. So if you enjoy this at all, if you're on drugs potentially, or you've hit your head, or you're just a bit dumb, come along, join us.
I think it's a good idea to insinuate that our listeners are somehow mentally deranged.
Well, they are listening to us.
Educationally incapacitated.
Okay. Well, if you're really, really, really smart,
yeah, that's better.
Listen to us.
And if you don't, you're a garbage person with garbage taste.
That's right, like that thing from Fraggle Rock.
Yeah,
that lump of garbage. Although that was quite eloquent, and it used to give them advice. So
it was. Maybe the moral of the first episode should be don't judge by appearances.
Don't judge by appearances. Yeah, stop doing that.
Yeah,
stop doing that.
Don't do that.
Stop judging. You can't always judge. I mean, we're so profound, aren't we? This is amazing.
This has gone in surprising direction so far, I've got to say.
It's really easy as well. I mean, we've only got 20 seconds left, and we're more or less done.
We've almost filled it, and we've basically talked about nothing.
Yeah, so join us next time.
We're the podcast equivalent of Seinfeld, people.
I'll be reading from my granddad's war correspondence.
Will you?
Yeah, he was one of the most decorated soldiers in Hitler's SS.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't he on the other side?
Yeah, it's gripping stuff, though. So, join us next time. Say goodbye, David.
Goodbye, David.
Bye!